What is going on YouTube? Old time Rammer69. I'm going to do a quick update on the other Willys street rod that I'm doing. I know we did the gasser and didn't do a lot of updates on that one. We're just trying to get things built and time gets away from us, but I'm going to try to do some more updates so you guys can see what's involved with building this Flintstone resin body. Somebody wants to build it, and because there was a lot of great feedback on the gasser video, and some people were interested in it. But if you're going to build the either one of them, if you're going to build the gasser or the street rod, the resin body kit is really made to fit the Revell street rod, right? So this is the kit that you'd want to do if you're going to do the street rod, and naturally you want to use the newer gasser kit, which would be the KS Pitman or Stone Woods and Cook, one of them. But I was looking at this here. That's when you get good deals, right? $10. Get good deals at shows. But anyway, let's show you what we got. This is where we're going with the street rod. We got it lowered. We got some, my good friend Dan at Pine Needle Customs, he printed up some resin, 3D printed me some resin wheels and tires for it. And he's also got me some seats printed up for it. And he did the whole front suspension for this to get this lowered. So if you're not familiar, some of you might not be familiar with that kit, but it's a great chassis to use for a lot of projects, right? This chassis gives you a great foundation to do a lot of cool stuff because you're already narrowed up and all that cool stuff. But they made these A-arms molded to the chassis, right? So usually you're going to have to cut these off, and I know some guys will put a little spacer in there to try to get it up so you can lower it. But on this particular application, it was going to have to be lowered. It was like 4 millimeters or whatever where I wanted to get this stance that we got right now, and it just was not going to work the way it was. So we'll show you here. We'll just show you use the kit hood, and that all fits well on this body. But this is just all mocked up. That's the kit engine that's in that kit, the Hemi. So we just want to show you that it all fits well. Everything goes in really well. So we'll show you what you got to do with this thing. We also made this bed cover. We got this bed cover made for it, and got that. You just put some channel in here, and I had to cut the bed front off and redo all that, and to get it to sit a little lower. It just wasn't the quite where I wanted it, but got all that done. And like if you're doing the gasser, this panel that comes in this resin body, I had to cut that out and put some different blocks in here for the frame, because this is not going to work if you're doing the gasser at all, because it's made really for this street rod frame. But it does fit great on the street rod frame. But looks like we done had a tire fall off. But see, these tires are friggin' amazing, really nice stuff. But anyway, pull this body off, show you what we got going on here. We got there's the resin seats we're going to be using. We're going to use those right there. Gives me a nice place to run my belts through. But this floor that you're looking at is this floor, which comes into the street rod coupe, right? So you got to cut this off to get it to fit up in here. So you're going to have to cut this and figure out where you got to cut it and get it to fit. But it goes in here like a glove, and you don't have to get into the console, right up against the back of that console. So that all worked out really nice. We just got this pinned up in there. But anyway, you can see this front suspension. My buddy Dan 3D printed all that for me, and it's got the, told him where I wanted the height, and he got the spindles where I wanted them. So that gives me this great low stance now, and it's worked out really, really nice. So got all that fit in there. I just epoxied it all in with some 2-part epoxy. But here's the door cards. You just got to cut them down. There's a line actually in the ones in the street rod. There's like a trim line. Cut it off right there. Goes in here, fits like a glove. So you can use the door cards out of the street rod. That all fits. The dash fits. Like I said, it's really made to use this kit right here. That's what it's made to use. And if you got moderate skills, you can figure out how to cut the floor and cut the door panels. Suspension is going to be a little tricky. You're going to have to best thing is if you can come across somebody that knows how to 3D print, they can make you some nice suspension. But that worked out cool. And he made me these fronts so they'll fit up in the fenders and everything. They clear everything, and they worked out really good. So anyway, that's what we wanted to show you guys. Show you where we was at with this, and we're just going to go in here shortly, and this thing's going to get a coat of primer. And I just want to do an update and show you before I get too far along with this project. So I'm going to try to do more updates and be a little better with that on this build. So everybody out there, tell me what you think. Old time Rammer 69. Later, guys.